Evening, mate. You're looking at a very festive. We're recording.
Well, Seasoned Humour enthusiasts. Welcome back to an episode of Seasoned Humour, the podcast that's like a punchline itself in the life's greatest joke. I'm your host, Lewis Williams, and I'm here with my co-host, Peter Main, and boy, do we have a festive treat for you today. Now, I know we've dabbled in the quirky realms of time travel, pondered the mysteries of black holes, and even discussed the unconventional sport of firing corks at unsuspecting partygoers. But hang on to your Santa hats, because today marks a first for Seasoned Humour. It's our first Christmas episode 16. Thank you, you're far too kind. We've covered the cosmic, the futuristic, and the downright corktastic. But it's high time we unwrap the comedic goldmine of the magic of Christmas. Yes, you heard me right, it's time to spice up the banter with a sprinkle of tinsel and a dash of eggnog. So, whether you're listening from the coziness of your favourite pub or curled up with a hot cocoa by the fireplace, prepare for a festive feast of banter that's bound to leave you chuckling like Santa himself on a sleigh ride. From the untangling mysteries of Christmas cracker jokes to dissecting the art of regifting, we're diving headfirst into the hilarious wonderland that is Seasoned Humour Christmas Special.
Merry Christmas.
Well, you didn't think the intro was going to end without dropping some funk in there. Let's get ready for the podcast, guys, and if you want to contact us, please email us at seasonedhumour@gmail.com. From me and Pete, welcome to the podcast.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Oh, you outdone yourself yet again.
Is that festive enough?
That's very festive, and it's not even the 1st of December. By the time people listen to this, it'll be December, so we'll be all right. I like that.
Maybe I just got carried away.
It makes me it makes me feel very, very festive. It made me feel very festive, should I say?
Yeah, it's the jingle. The jingles or Santa sleigh noises make you feel festive.
Yes, I do. Do you know what? I this is this time of the year now. I really love. I really love it.
Yeah,
I hated it before when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and then Key turned me into like a real Christmassy. She said to me basically, if you don't like Christmas, then you're not going to be with me. I was like, all right then. I like Christmas. I like Christmas. I really do. But in fairness, we got engaged on Christmas Day.
Did you really?
I proposed to her on Christmas Day. Yeah. So
that's cool.
So she turned me big time, and I think, as we've maybe mentioned before, we having kids and stuff. Christmas it becomes brilliant. I mean, we've got our tree up already. We put our tree up a week and a bit ago, 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago we put our tree up. We never put our tree up that early. It's
never,
absolutely never.
It's scandalous, absolutely scandalous.
He's proper scandalous because do
you think you should put your tree up early? Do you think it's a bad thing?
Do you know what? Right, I've changed my opinion on it. So I used to be very much like, no, it's got to go up 1st of December. So it'll be like, well, tomorrow, essentially. I would go up in the loft, but we went 2 weeks ago, so it was not this Saturday gone, the Saturday before. We went to B&Q. We're doing our bathroom ensuite, and I've been doing the work for a long time, and key working at Screwfix is really handy because you can buy lots and lots of stuff from there to do it. But if you want like pipework joints, for example, you have to buy a pack of 20 from Screwfix, and I only wanted like one or two, and I was going to have to spend like 10 quid. So I said, let's go to B&Q and go and get them. So we drove there, and we come out 120 quid later with a real Christmas tree, Christmas lights, and a few other Christmas decorations. And we ended up putting the Christmas tree up, and I didn't even get all the bits I wanted for me plumbing for the bathroom.
The tree's up, so it doesn't matter.
Do you know what? It's quite funny actually, though. So the tree's up. It's quite funny when we got it. We've got the tree, and do you know, I don't know if you've ever had a real tree. When you get a real tree, have you seen like the big metal machine? Like not machines, they're like a big metal
holder thing.
The big metal thing, and you put the tree through it, and it nets the tree up. Have you?
Oh yeah,
do you know?
yeah.
Do you know what it is? So
I like the smell of them.
Yeah, I love the smell of a real tree, and we have this is the first time we've had a real tree for about 5 or 6 years. Usually we have one. We got one up in the loft that we bought, and we usually put that up. But I said this was like
a real one.
Yeah,
you put the real one up in the loft.
Yeah, we will do this year. Spray
6 years old.
Gonna spray it with it's got no pines on it, the one in the loft. but yeah, so us we was going through all the trees, and you sort of picking them up, looking at them all, and it's like a real like, is that one all right? And you're looking at them, trying to work out what one you like. And no, that one's got too many branches on it. No, that one's got not enough branches on it. That one's too fat. That one's too thin. Blah blah blah. And it's like a model show. Anyway, we found a tree that we liked, and because obviously we had the Range Rover, we didn't have my what I call my station car.
Please tell me you put it on the roof like in National Lampoons.
Well, so
how'd you get in the car?
Well, this is it. So we had to get this. You have to pull it. You pull the tree through this like little machine, and it nets it up.
Oh, I know.
And it tightens it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, like this, as I said to Liz, right, hold the tree for me, and I'm going to pull it through the thing. And Keith's going to me, no, you're not meant to be doing this. It's the staff that are meant to be doing it. And I'm like, no, it's all right. I know what I'm doing.
Well, you were using the machine.
Yeah, I was using the machine.
That's the reason you bought one, wasn't it?
This woman then walks out that works in B&Q and goes to me and goes to us, you're not supposed to be doing that. And I'm like, all right. She said, I said, there's no one out here, and there's no sign on the machine to say that you can't use it. She was like, let me go get someone. So she walks off, and I said, come on, Liz, just carry on. And she carried on doing it, pulls it through. As I pull it through, the net rips because there's a big rubber band on, and because Key was fart arsing about with the thing, she was pulling the net off thinking it was funny. And anyway, so the bloke comes out, this little weenie bloke comes out, and he's like, and the woman goes to him, can you help that man with the netting of the tree? He went, I've never used this before. She was like, what, you've had no training? I was like, and she was like, he was like, nah. I went, oh mate, come over.
Let me show you.
I went, mate, I went, let me show. I did. I went, mate, let me show you. And I just basically did it with him. And the woman was like, next time, she went to me, don't use the machine. And I was like, what?
Next year?
Yeah. And
see next year.
And then we got it back to the Range Rover, and unfortunately we didn't put it on the roof, but we had to like lay half the seats down in the car. Poor Liz was squeezed in the car with this massive tree like next to her, and there's pine.
Though, is
it just about fitted inside the car? Yeah, just about. Really? It was just a disaster. But
you're driving down the road with like one end out one window and one end out the other.
Like my what I call I call it the P wagon. It's the Peugeot like sports wagon. I call it the P wagon because I couldn't remember how to spell Peugeot one day, so I typed P wagon in a text to Key. And she was
they call it like Puggy, don't they, or something?
Yeah, and she was like, "You've named the car the P wagon," like she thinking I named it after myself. And I said, "No, it's because I didn't know how to spell Peugeot." And she was like, "You're an idiot." She went to me.
You call it the stabbing wagon.
But yeah, and
my mum had a Peugeot, and she called it sugar. Because when we were kids, she didn't want to swear, so she kept on going sugar because it kept on breaking down.
Oh, it's do you know what? I like having the car because it's a bit boring, but I really like having it because it's ideal for doing tip runs and running it to the station every day and all that stuff. I ain't got to worry about us like the Range Rover getting damaged and all that. And I've got we've got a roof rack on it, so it's a real handy car. But do you know the thing?
Why did you not take that? Why did you not take that car then?
What's that?
If it's got a roof rack.
Well, because I wasn't going to B&Q to go and buy a Christmas tree. I was going to B&Q to go and buy a few pipe joints and a bit of glue, and that was it. And we come out. Like I said, we come out of 120 pounds worth.
Oh, you done that wrong then, didn't
so
you?
we
You
drove.
took the P wagon.
Took the P wagon, and the thing with the P wagon, it's getting cold now. I don't know what the temperature's like in Wales at the minute. It's a 2013 reg car, and it freezes on the inside. It does my nutting. So
Is it got their Peugeots used to, like, if you had like something that was like a Peugeot Sport or something, it'd always have like tartan inside. Has it got like tartan inside?
It's got no tartan inside it. No, it's not. It is a sports version, but I don't know a lot about cars. Do you know what? I just bought it. I bought it purely because it was an estate. I wanted an estate. I actually wanted a Volvo and never found a Volvo that was cheap enough or someone had, and it was going to be a second-hand car, low mileage.
Why did you want a Volvo?
Well, they just run till the death, don't they? They run till they'll outlive humans, Volvos. But that's the nature of a Volvo, isn't it?
Do you reckon if ever gets nuked and nothing survives,
Volvos,
there'll just be Volvos left?
There'll be Volvos everywhere. What's the other car that's like supposed to be ridiculously strong? There's another one, isn't there? There's a Volvo, and probably Volvos and Fiestas or something stupid like that, wouldn't there? There'd be loads of Volvos and Fiestas.
Volvo and Fiesta. I kind of get the Volvo things. You've got like police cars and stuff, haven't you? Fiesta. How does that get in the equation?
I don't know. I can't think of...
Do you remember the Fiat 126s? Do you remember them? The little car?
Yeah, I do.
I like them.
They're cool. Like, they're just, I don't know. Like, do you know what I always imagine? I'd love to have done like a Top Gear job. Do you imagine doing that job and doing the Top Gear job and doing them mad
the trips,
the mad trips they do with when they drive like a Fiesta or a Fiat 126 through the desert or something like that.
I think that'd be more fun than driving the cool cars, wouldn't it? Just driving
it would.
They did that. You know the Gumball Rally?
Yeah.
I can't remember what they called it now. It was like a shit one when it was like you bought a car but you weren't allowed to spend over 100 quid.
Yeah.
And then you had to go to France in it or something. It was really funny.
I love it. I absolutely love that that whole thing of Top Gear. It's like the they do the thing on Amazon now, don't they? The Grand Tour. And some of them trips are just absolutely insane. The amount of money they must spend doing that stuff.
They definitely spend over 100 quid.
Definitely. But yeah, it's great.
If you had to do one now then, and you were going to like, where would you want to go on a trip in a car?
Well, I think they've done a lot of them now, haven't they? That's the problem. They've done a lot of the crazy ass trips that you could do. You'd have to go to like Greenland or Antarctica or something like that, wouldn't you? Like,
Antarctica.
And then you'd like have to go to Antarctica.
What would you take?
And you'd have to like, that's an easy challenge, isn't it? The Volvo will outlive Antarctica as well. It's that sort of car. You'd have to be like go to Antarctica in a Formula One car or something stupid like that, like something that's really not made for that kind of.
They normally have to do something like when they have to have like a pond on top or something, or like a ladder to the front door or something.
Yeah. It's like that'd be the sort of challenge, wouldn't it? It's I don't know. I'd say it's mad. It is absolutely mad. But we sort of went in to dive straight in, but I just thought we'd better apologise for last week's sort of not doing a pod, not doing one last week because
we can apologise, but we just fell into a black hole.
We just fell into a black hole. That's where we went. That's exactly
we just got back. Just until Christmas.
Talking of black holes, right, and aliens and all that stuff, right?
Keep coming back to this.
I know this intrigue. I was scrolling through my phone today. And also it came up on, do you know, when you open Internet Explorer up, and I think I said it before, and you get these stories come up on Internet Explorer. So it's the Windows version, not the Google Chrome, but Windows Edge. And at work, we have to do everything via the Windows Edge. And a story come up today or yesterday, it might have been yesterday, about UFO sightings. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about UFO sightings, and I was thinking about all the UFO sightings that have happened, and all the films regarding UFOs, and all the things you see regarding UFOs. Why are the spaceships always like round and like a saucepan not a saucepan, like a teacup on a plate type of sort of shape, like that kind of, I don't know what they call that shape, like a sphere or something like that,
like a Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah. Why are UFOs always like that? Why are they always perceived to be like that?
I don't know. Well, maybe in the future they're more aerodynamic. If it was a box, it'd be pretty rubbish flying through space at 1,000 miles.
But what I mean is that they've got they're always, every show you ever watch, whether it's The Simpsons or whether it's like an old film or like, what's the film where the UFOs come in and they abduct someone? I can't remember what the name of the film is. But they're always perceived to be like that. However, you think of the spaceships we send into space, they're not round, and they're not
rockets, aren't they?
They're rockets. They're like a rocket type of. So, and yes, I understand.
I got one for you then. Why have they never got any windows?
This is what I'm saying. How
do you know where they're going?
This is why,
because the rockets have got windows. Haven't
yeah,
they?
this is where my head's at. Right, the common sense tells me that these ships are piloted. Right, the spaceship behind you, the Star Trek one that's hovering around in your background, that's got windows on it. When they sit in the Starship Enterprise and they look out into space, and they're sitting in their main control room, they've got windows and they can look out. And
the round bit on the Starship Enterprise isn't really the ship. That's the bit where everyone lives and it detaches. Exactly.
So
if you want to get into the detail.
So yeah, it got me really thinking, well, we send all these spaceships into space, these satellites into space, and they're all these weird and wonderful shapes, but they're not round like a UFO is perceived to be. And this new sighting again was a ship in the same shape as always. It's always the same shape. It's not like someone's seen a rocket ship hovering around or like an F-35 fighter plane that hovers or something like that. It's never a shape like that. It's always a round shape.
Because even the Enterprise has got rockets on the back.
Well, exactly.
I got one then, right? Because you're talking like, this is like, if you go on like engineering, like what, those big dry ships.
Yes.
Like why do they never sink? Because all the water comes on, don't they? All these massive fishing boats.
Yeah.
I see all these things on like the internet, and there's like massive waves, and then but the water runs through. They got like grids. And it runs through. Like, how does it? And I think I seen one. There was like, they actually have on these massive boats like a tank of where all the water goes, and then it leaks it out back into the sea.
Yeah.
So it is taking water on board. I do not think. So how can you have these container ships have all these cars on them and stuff, and these containers, and they don't sink? I don't get it.
Well, it's mega, isn't it? Like them floating cruise ships. Some of them cruise ships are so big that how do they float? How is it physically possible?
On the topic of ships as well, I did see earlier on, I was watching Secret Files Released or something by the CIA on YouTube, and there was one on there, and it says the USA, whether it's true or not, I don't know, it's probably just make believe. They said they got, is it black site prisons?
Yeah.
So instead of having them in America, they're like boats that just go around the world, but they got like loads of like people like Bane and the Joker and people on them. And
I wouldn't be surprised if things like that are out there. So when I worked at Canary Wharf, and Canary Wharf used to buy old prison barges, and they did so because Canary Wharf. I don't know if you know much about Canary Wharf. Canary Wharf is old Dockland around London, and what they've been doing is they've been draining out the Dockland to they sort of shutter off an area in the water. They then pump all the water out, and then they dig down, pile, and then they build a building in that area, and then obviously once they've built the building, they allow the water to sort of then naturally go back around it. So it's like part of the, so it looks like it's part of the water side. But Canary Wharf used to use old prison barge ships as their canteens. So
No way.
In the water, yeah. So and they used to use them for the site offices. So when you go onto them,
What is a prison barge ship then?
it's just like
Is it like a dry ship looking thing?
it's like a bar. It's just, like a long barge with looks like loads of containers on it. It looks like that, but obviously there's walkways and stuff and different rooms. And basically, that's what it is.
And people would have been in prison on it.
Yeah, but obviously they've converted it from a prison ship into but all the windows used to have bars on and stuff like that. All the windows have bars on. Yeah, so
how do you convert that then? You just go to IKEA and buy some.
Yeah, they just
Alex
take away.
Drawers and stuff.
They just take away all the crap and just paint it and make it look like an office, don't they? And then do all that stuff. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. But yeah, it's like you think we've got some really clever engineers in this country, and going back to what you were sort of saying, we've got some clever engineers that design boats and all sorts of stuff that are able to do or float in the water like they do, and that's to do with sort of science, isn't it? And the water and pushing the water out of the way and the balance of the boat, etc., etc. But they can do that, yet no one can create a UFO-looking ship that will fly. So how do we know that them UFO ships could actually work? Yeah,
but it didn't like all these like I don't know, all these Harrier jets and stuff. Like, how do they go up? They don't take off like normally, do they? They can like hover like a UFO, can they?
Yeah, but that's all to do with that. They can do that. So like the F-35s, for example, the new ones that are taken over from the Harrier jump jets, their engine turns. So their engine sort of turns down a little bit, like angles down a little bit, and then there's like a fan in the middle of the plane that opens up and it blows air through and lifts the plane up, and then the engine tilts a little bit, and it's a lot more technical than that, but that's the gist of it. Do you know what I mean?
Sounds like dark magic.
Anyway, we've gone a bit off topic because we're supposed to be talking Christmas because it's the first Christmas show.
Festive fighter jets.
Festive fighter jets. Imagine painting all their
jingle bells, and then just drop a massive.
But so Christmas is coming. What's your favourite thing? What's the one thing that you guys do as tradition in your family? Like, what is the one thing that you would do in your household? Is there anything?
I don't know. This is being back. We do the jama thing when you all wear the same jamas. It's something Amy likes to do, and I kind of like. Sometimes she tries to take a photo and she'll post it somewhere, and it's just cringe. But that's something we do. But for me, Christmas dinner is my favourite thing ever. What's
your favourite thing about Christmas dinner? What's the best thing about Christmas dinner?
Just getting the plate in front of me and knowing that everything on that plate's going to disappear in about 10-15 minutes.
It's mad, isn't it? Because you think that. So I remember when I was a kid, at Christmas, and I used to, like, as a kid, kids love Christmas, don't they? Because you're excited. Your mum and dad have asked you, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want Father Christmas to bring you for Christmas? And in my house, my mum and dad used to. So Christmas Eve was always really strange because around my area where I lived, there was some. I think they were Jewish, a Jewish family, and we were really good friends with their kids, and on Christmas Eve, it's like their Christmas Day, I think, isn't it? It's like Hanukkah or something on Christmas Eve or something like that?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure, and I apologise to anyone who's listening because I don't.
They still celebrate something though, do they?
Yeah, they. I think I'm sure it's Hanukkah or something like that. So all the kids down my road used to all be out, and they'd be waiting.
Do you have to say it like? Do you have to go Hanukkah?
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
And, so we'd all be playing out, and then by about 6 o'clock, everyone would start disappearing off slowly, like down the street. Well, my dad used to go to midnight mass because my nan was a Catholic. So my dad used to go with all his brothers and sisters at midnight mass, and it was like a tradition. And they'd go and do the mass, then they'd go back to like my nan's house, and they'd have like some drinks and because it was Christmas Day then, so it was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. They'd leave. So what my mum and dad used to do, my mum used to make me and my sister go to bed sort of 10-11 o'clock ish or something like that, and then she'd obviously be down there wrapping up, etc., all the presents. Obviously, me and my sister would be laying in bed going, "Ooh, can't wait for Christmas!" Like, it's all excited. Like, you'd be slaying it. You're all sort of excited. And I was, even when I was like 20, I still did it. I loved it. But you
Call of Duty 4 would have been out
then. You sort of all excited, and then you'd hear. Like you'd fall asleep, but then at about 3 o'clock, my dad used to walk in the door from my nan's house, and what my dad would do, he would then sort the lights out on the tree, because like you get up in the morning and there'd be all the lights on the Christmas tree, and the presents will all be set out. My sister's, mine, my mum and dad's will be under the tree still, and all that, and you sort of hear him come in, and then you'd hear like me and my sister get up, and she'd get up, and my dad would be in bed, and she'd get up, and he'd go and they'd go back to bed. Come on, go back to bed. And then you go back to bed. It's like you're laying there like can't wait to get up again. Oh, can we go downstairs yet? Can we go downstairs yet? You used to be like that. But over the night, my mum used to cook the turkey for as well. So overnight, she'd go to bed and she'd cook the turkey like pretty much all night. And my dad would take it out when he came home. So that was all. So the smell around the house was Christmas turkey and all that. Anyway, we'd get up about 5 o'clock. And my mum would go, right, you can take one present each back to your bedrooms and open it. So you'd find a present. And this one year, my mum and dad got me a keyboard, like the old little piano keyboard. So and I didn't really, obviously I didn't know. I just picked it up, took it out the stairs. I've obviously unwrapped this present. 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm playing the keyboard. My mum's like, no, I can't believe it.
That's quite funny.
And then it turned out she went and got another present, and there was a set of headphones, and I'm like, for the rest of the morning.
They used to do that though, didn't they? Then we used to go like it wasn't Curry's then, was it? It was like Tandy and places like
Dixon's.
That, wasn't it? Dixon's, and they used to do the keyboards, didn't they? Because I think I had one of them. And there used to be like buttons on there, and he used to play like a funky beat, and then used to like piano to it, didn't you?
Yeah. That's
it's like I remember Ross in Friends, in it, when he's playing his keyboard on.
Yeah, man, it's good times, and like now we've been quite fortunate actually. Like it's quite, we don't have many traditions in our household. We've sort of over the years like just we play the games and do what you do and all that stuff. We generally go to Key's mum and dad's. We used to go to my mum's back when we was younger, but now we go to Key's mum and dad's, and excuse me, sorry, I just burped then. I ate some sherbet pips earlier, and but like now with the kids, our kids, like Alyssa's excited as anything already. She cannot wait for Christmas. Like, she is absolutely.
Yeah, well, that's a better thing when you're a parent, though, isn't it? Because like
it is.
It's more fun, like, to get them excited, isn't it?
It is, and the thing is, like, you think that we are, like, as parents, could you imagine? Like, I couldn't imagine not getting the kids hyped up for Christmas. Like, it just doesn't seem. But there's parents out there that probably don't get their kids hyped up for Christmas, and they probably kids don't get up till 10 o'clock in the morning because they don't know it's Christmas.
Oh, we get up so early, honestly.
It's mad, isn't it? Like,
when it's like birthdays or Christmas, we get up so early.
It's a long day as well, isn't it? Christmas Day.
Especially if you got to, like, put something together. Because if you get up early in the opening, you're like, can you put it together for me now?
Straight away.
You're like, let's have a few beers first.
we go, like I say, we go to our mum and dad's, and we're quite fortunate now. Both our kids are in their teens, so Josh is obviously 15 going on 16. Liz is 12 going on 13, and she'll be 13 in January. And so they're a little bit older, but in that, like, when they're 1 to 10 Lego, the amount of Lego they used to get, and like you said, can you help me build this, Dad? Can you help me build this? And they'd open everything and they'd want to build it straight away.
I used to love Lego. I was rubbish at building anything, though. I'd always build it, like, inside out. Or I get like the big part of it, and then realise I had to put someone else in the middle, and it would, like, might as well not bother and say who did.
You slapdash. You just slapdash.
I used to buy the ones that were like a tenner because there was only like 50 pieces of them. And these other people go out by the Titanic, don't they?
Well, the amount, like, I would dread to think there's a couple of boxes of Lego in our house, and over the course of the years the kids were that age buying Lego, how much Lego we bought and what the price of it was. Because the cost of it is just through the roof, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, it's expensive, Lego.
Scalextrics. It's weird, though, because you know what's funny is, like, you try and force like toys on your kids that you used to like when you was a kid.
Yeah.
Like Scalextrics and stuff like that. But they don't. It's not the same now, is it? It's really not the same. Dad, can I have a laptop?
I think I went to the pub one year, and there was like a raffle at Christmas time, and then like my mate Ben, I won like the Scalextric, and you could see like the look in his eyes, like he was devastated it wasn't him. He was like, "I can have it if you want me," and he was like, he was so buzzed up that he got it, and I think he played with it once and then never did again.
I love it. I absolutely love Scalextrics. I wish I had the room to have one set up somewhere permanently. I
seen some guy on Instagram the other day had one, and he had like it was all like cars bouncing and like probably getting air and like landing back on the track, and there was snow and all sorts going on.
That's what I'm saying. It's that could be a hobby. Do you know what? Actually, I don't want to. This was. We had a guy.
Imagine you get a Scalextrics on Christmas, mate.
That'd be amazing. That would be an absolute amazing. No, it wouldn't happen. We got a ton of it in the loft. It's just not going to do anything with.
Well, you got Scalextrics in the loft?
Yeah, we got one. It's all in boxes in the loft. There's loads of it in there. And Hornby trains.
One track around the house.
Yeah.
What you do in the summertime? You should like build like a proper to scale Le Mans track around your house or something. And then you have to and like put it in the middle of the road so people actually have to drive over the track to get to their houses.
A bridge over the road.
And then when you start doing it, put cones out so they can't leave their houses. Say sorry, race has started.
Imagine the amount of paper you'd need that like scattered around to put the cars back on when they come off and stuff like that. That is the one thing that used to drive me mad with Scalextrics. Absolutely mental.
Oh, you get electric shocks off them, didn't you?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. I don't think so.
Have you touched the track bit when the plug was on?
No, I don't think you do. 12 volt, isn't it? It's quite low voltage. It's quite.
I spilled my squash somewhere and touched it.
That's probably a different. That's a different. That's a different. Whole different ball game now. You're talking about. So with regards to Christmas, and we're probably going to have a bit of Christmas talk then over the next few weeks, I imagine, on and off through this. But Christmas party, do you do that?
We have done. I don't think they are this year though. But this is like our podcast advent calendar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because how many pods are we going to do between now and?
There will be probably 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, and the one's on the 21st as well.
Is it the 21st?
That's going to be festive.
We should maybe move it to a live one on the 22nd, which is a Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, we could do that.
We should do that. We should move one to the live one, and we should
have like a special guest of Santa.
I'll definitely have a We could get one of the boys to dress up as Santa.
Yeah,
that'd be quite.
No, not one of the boys. The real Santa. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. We have like Christmas markets and all that around by us. So I'm hoping that me and Key can go down to the old Christmas market, go and see that. That'd be quite cool.
We went to the one in Liverpool, didn't we, on the weekend? Just gone.
Oh,
how did
that go? It
was all right. You just see like everyone selling like wiener and turkey. Isn't it? What are they called? Bratwurst or whatever. You have them when you have like, Christmas markets, and they always have like
German sausage. The old German sausage.
Meat along sausages. I don't know why. They're everywhere, aren't they?
Oh, man. I did not expect you to say that.
Roll up, get your 20 quid sausages here.
20 quid sausages. There's always like really random stuff in them Christmas markets.
Yeah, it was pick and mix, wiener, and the turkey bap things. You know, we used to get like, they're amazing. And you have like, it's like a Christmas dinner in a bun.
Christmas dinner in a bun.
Yeah, they do on a burger van in where I work. They do festive fries, which is just normal fries, bit of turkey on it, bit of stuffing and gravy. I think it's like 4 quid.
That's right, isn't it?
And you do walk down the road skipping and whistling like it's Christmas.
Talking of food, I got absolutely ripped off today.
Oh, never.
Yeah, I so I had a bit of a mad morning. I left for work, got on the train, sitting on the train. Kay said morning, and then as she was talking to me, I was like, I ain't got my lunch. Shit. So I was like, and I take my lunch in all the time. Like I've made it religious because I think we said this before. You go to like I work where I'm in London, all the shops, everything's a tenner. Like everything's a tenner. No matter what you got, £10 coffee, £10 tea, like everything's £10. So on site, I thought, sorry, I have food in the canteen today. So I said to the woman behind the counter, can I have a burger, please? It was like 4 quid. And she was like, no, sorry, no burger now. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, why? It's lunchtime. She's like, no, we do burger at breakfast. And I was like, what? Burger
at breakfast?
I was like, that's ridiculous. I mean, you just done that bloke a chicken burger. She went, no burger. And I was like, all right then. I was like, well, give me that beef.
Sounds like Mavis off Coronation Street.
I went, just give me that like beef curry thing. Like, and she went, you want rice? And I was like, no, that's not Chinese, didn't I? She said, I said, yeah, go on, give us a bit of rice. And she offered me a bit of bread. Went to the counter to pay for it. Other woman ring me up and she went, £9.80. I was like,
what?
£9.80? It was absolute dog shit. Excuse my language, but it was awful. And I text Kia and went, I've just had the worst curry in my life, beef curry. It had spring onion in it as well. Like, who put spring onion and celery in a beef curry?
That's like when people put like carrots and cucumber in them.
Yeah. I went and I just said, it just wound me up. And I was like, I ain't paying 9 quid. I'm never doing that again. Like 9 quid.
That is a lot. Is it like a work canteen, is it?
Yeah, it's a work canteen. So it's not even like if we're talking sitting in a pub and you're charging you 9 quid for a beef curry, fine. Not a problem with that. But when it's £9 for a beef curry that's been thrown together with curry sauce from a fish and chip shop and spring onion and celery that they've probably had left over from the salad that no one eats. I was fuming. Excuse me.
That is quite a lot, because I went to a pub yesterday and I had a steak sandwich and a pint, and it was like 15 quid or something.
But
the pints are over.
We expect that though, didn't you? Like in the you expect that sort of price, but yeah, in a site canteen that's full of builders, like 9 quid. Nah, I think
in Amy's work, it's like subsidised. They pay half or something.
Well, this is. I'm not going to mention the company's name, but
mate, seems like they got their Dick Turpin mask on there.
I reckon they just see me coming. They went, "Oh, this fat bastard will just pay whatever. He looks hungry."
He's forgot his fucking sandwiches again. We'll shaft him.
Exactly that. That's exactly.
Don't give him the burger. Save the burgers for the nice people. Yeah. We'll give him the curry.
Give him the shit looking curry. Yeah. So
I'm funny with curry though. Like, if you go to an Indian and have a curry, you kind of know it's always going to be the same, isn't it? Yeah. They're all pretty much the same.
Everyone.
But if you go to like a canteen, it's like, or you go to a pub and they go like chicken curry, that could be anything, couldn't it? Because if you go to an Indian, they have like madras, they have like, vindaloo, they have, so you know what type of curry it is.
Yeah.
When someone says chicken curry, that's like saying you're having dinner.
Yeah.
Like, what dinner am I having? You're having dinner. It's a surprise. Like, what chicken curry is it? What's the flavour? What's it going to be like? And it always comes out, and it's always like runny water.
It just, even thinking about it now, like, it's just repeated on me for the rest of the day. And even now, I think that's why I keep burping, because I've eaten it. It's given me heartburn. It's probably horse or something like that as well. It's probably what
Talking of burgers for breakfast, though, they do that, don't they? McDonald's, you can have their, they obviously do the muffins, don't they, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But they do you ever had the pancakes?
Yes, I have, yes.
You have pancakes, burger, and syrup.
Is it not the sausage meat, though?
Oh, yeah, it's a burger patty, though, isn't it?
It's a burger pate, yeah. It is.
This is going back to it could be horse, couldn't it? Who cares? It's a burger.
Do you know what they don't do? They stopped doing. I think I see it the other day, and I don't remember. Have they started doing the big breakfast meal again with a scrambled egg?
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Do you remember that, the big breakfast meal they did? They
also have stopped doing the Big Tasty because they know the Big Tasty is the best burger on the market, so they don't release it all the time. Like you can just walk in any given day of the week, any time,
and just have a Big Tasty,
and you can have a Big Mac. But Big Tasty, there is like a under the counter sort of thing about it. You can only have the Big Tasty when Ronald says you can have a Big Tasty. It is. Why is that though? Is it because the Big Tasty sauce, they source the sauce from like some special country on the planet,
some unicorn?
It's like unicorn blood or something. It's a unicorn or unicorn.
Unicorn.
It's a unicorn.
Well, that's a special
unicorn.
creature.
A unicorn is even rarer than a unicorn. I don't know where I'm going with this.
No, this is deviating off the path a little bit.
Yeah,
but you're right, and that's and it's it devastated me when they took the big breakfast meal off the menu, because I used to love that. You used to get the big breakfast, and you get the two muffins, wouldn't you? Two ends of the muffins that are toasted. You put your butter on it. You put your sausage meat in it. You put your scrambled egg, and then you put the thing on top of it, and then you eat it. So it's like, and that scrambled egg, no one like can mimic the McDonald's scrambled egg. No one. That is. I think that's the problem. All the unicorns have died all the unicorns have died in the world, so there is no way of them creating the scrambled egg. That's probably why they took it off the menu.
Because it's the special milk that comes out of the unicorn.
Yeah, it's a special.
It's more of a cow. It's more of a cow than a horse. The unicorn.
It's a special. Yeah.
Asking a personal question. Are you a person who takes the gherkin out or leaves the gherkin in?
I'll leave it in.
Yeah, I love it. Are you a person that asked for the person who took it out? Look, if you're not having it and it's spare, can I have it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have to fight Josh for it now. So he when we go, Matt,
He's Team Gherkin, is he?
So yeah, Josh.
I'm Team Gherkin.
So I'll tell you what, right? Josh eats. If anyone who knows Josh, my son, he doesn't eat nothing. He's a very, very he's very picky at what he eats. But as he's got older, certain things he really likes. So he eats really hot curry. Like, blows my mind. He eats really hot curry. He doesn't like roast potatoes. He doesn't like he doesn't like roast chicken. He doesn't like chips that are made out of real potatoes, yet he likes chips that are from the freezer, that are made from McCain's. He doesn't like there's loads of things I could name. However, he likes gherkins and mustard and ketchup in a burger.
I think that's the perfect combo, though.
Yeah, I get
I understand the chip thing, but I would eat whatever chips. But I understand that because they do taste slightly different if they're like McCain ones, aren't they?
Yeah,
the processed ones tasted like sweeter, aren't they? And the hot curry, good lad. He sounds like he's just got his head screwed on, to be honest with
you. but do you know what I mean? That I don't know. He's just but he'll eat. So we go to McDonald's. Josh's order at McDonald's. This is what he asked for. He doesn't like a meal because he doesn't want the chips, and he don't mind them. He don't like the McDonald's chips, but he never wants them.
Why is that though? Because Gents is the same. I
don't know. I just think it's the kids are different nowadays, aren't they, to what we would probably like when we was growing up. But he doesn't really like the chips, so he says, "Can I have 20 chicken nuggets and 3 hamburgers?" The kid's like as skinny as a rake.
Wow.
And we buy him 20 chicken nuggets and 3 hamburgers and a McFlurry.
Mate, your problem is not a £10 curry. It's a 60 quid McDonald's run.
Well, do you know what? I noticed now with the kids getting older, it used to be great. You could palm them off, didn't you, with a Happy Meal? Yeah, I'll get you £2 Happy Meal or £3 Happy Meal, whatever it is now. And they'll be fine with that. Like, Liz now wants a 6 chicken nugget meal and a hamburger and a McFlurry. Josh wants 20 chicken nuggets, 2 hamburgers, 3 hamburgers, a milkshake, and a McFlurry. Like that alone is more than what I would that I would have spent normally with all 4 of us.
Do you reckon you could do 100 nuggets?
I don't know. It's a challenge, isn't it? That would be a challenge. Do you know I like McDonald's chicken nuggets. I like them when they're red hot as well.
I think on with a drink and a mixture of sauces, I reckon I could do maybe 150.
150?
Yeah. I'm going to shake that number right there.
Wow. We're going to have to test this out one day. We're going to have to test it. We're going to have to have 150 chicken nuggets. That's what? That's 5.
You YouTube McDonald's channel. People on the internet are doing stuff like hands down, aren't they? There's people going for 1,000 and stuff like that. 1,000 nuggets.
That's mega. That's absolutely
999 nuggets. You actually grow wings,
and you crap the biggest chicken nugget in the world afterwards.
Lay an egg. Literally lay an egg.
Lay a nugget, a McNugget afterwards.
Yeah. What flavour milkshake do you go for?
I'm not a milkshake fan, really. I'm not really. I like a banana one.
Yeah, that's the one.
But yeah, I wouldn't buy it from McDonald's usually. I like a Nesquik banana milkshake.
So I'm with you on the banana milkshake. Do you like bananas?
I do like bananas.
I'm not a fancy. I'll eat a banana.
I think it's.
But then I don't like it when you open them and they got like a brown bit on them.
I think we've gone right off track here, right off topic on this whole entire.
Let's talk about festive bananas.
I'll tell you one more thing, and then we probably need to wrap this up because we're at 50 minutes nearly. So obviously, all the Christmas lights are going up around the house, everyone's houses now. When me and Liz walk the dogs, we rate people's houses as we walk round, so we give them a score of like 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever it might be. Then we walked past his house the other day, and Liz went, "Look at them lights." She said, "That's 1 out of 10. I'm giving them the 1 for effort." And she said, and I looked over to this house, and literally there was probably, do you know, one of them battery type ones that you buy that it's probably got 4 or 5 meters of fairy lights on it, and it was wrapped around the stump of the tree up into the, like, a little bit higher, and it was on flashing, and it looked like the batteries were running out on this, and there was no other lights on the house. She said, "Oh yeah, I'll give 1 out of 10, and I'm only giving the 1 for effort."
I love him. There might be some old couple in there or something.
Oh, it did make me laugh because we walk around going, "Oh, that's nice, that's good, that's a bit chavvy, that one." That's because, like, there's like one, and I mean and we've had them, and we've got them in the garage. Some blow up, like you know, these blow up things that you see, that like Big Santa and all that.
Oh yeah. I've seen them. We've got them this year.
We've got a penguin and a snowman in the garage that we've had up for the past few years, but I said I'm not putting it up this year because we've got some nice lights on the house this year. So I said I'm not putting them up because it make the house look all chavvy and little pikey. And Key laughed at me, and the kid, like, the list was like, "Yeah, all right, yeah, I agree." But we walk around the block, and there's someone's got this big blow up Santa on the side of their house, and he's massive. This went, "That's a bit chavvy."
I seen one the other day, like a massive polar bear. To be honest with you, I was tempted.
I do like them. In fairness, they are good. They're just, it's Christmas, isn't it? Like, it's Christmas. It's the beginning of the month. Everyone's happy. Like, but even though the weather's crap and it's now dark all the time, people's moods changing in December, don't they? A little bit. You notice it with people. People look a bit cheerier, I think, because it's
I think so. Because
it's getting to that time of year, and I feel it. I like coming home and all the Christmas lights are on, and the lights are on the tree, and it just looks festive, and it brings a warmth, doesn't it? Christmas, like everything like that, brings a warmth, and I really like it. I'm looking
all of these heating bills.
That's another conversation for another day. But I think on that note, mate, we should wrap it up for the week, and we will return next week with some more Christmas chat, no doubt,
even more festive.
And we'll see you next week, guys. Thanks very much for listening. Email us at seasonedhumour@gmail.com, and bye-bye for now.
Before next week.
Before next week, yeah. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.